Hi, and welcome to the Domestic Administrator. My name is Lisa Boson, and I am the owner of the Domestic Administrator website, which is one of the websites that I use for my coaching practice. I'm a lifestyle management, life event, personal enrichment coach. And one of the things that I have found as I have worked with clients and myself on life events is really being prepared. So for 3 years, I have had this domestic administrator portfolio as an added product on my web page, and it is a 44-page Word document where you can log all of your personal property, financial, and medical information. So it's easy access. You can get to it at a moment's notice. You aren't fumbling through manila folders or just searching through closets for information, or balancing in between the electronic world and the hard copy world that many of us still are doing. So I did have an experience because I always felt like, gosh, if I have an emergency, I can take my binder and with me and go. If I live in Hurricane Central, and certainly that's a possibility. But I did have an emergent situation where I realized it really put a sense of urgency in me to get things on the cloud. So I have converted the domestic administrator portfolio into an Excel workbook. So I want to take a moment and just show it to you. It is a download. It is downloadable on my website. But basically, there are a variety of tabs that start from personal property all the way through finances, and even your own home business, being able to log information that maybe a designee needs to be able to get, or maybe you need to be able to access if you aren't home. So if you can look at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice I'm tabbing through multiple tabs set up specifically for your inventory of your household. So this particular page is the personal property, and then under, you'll notice I have drop down boxes set up in some of the columns to make it easy. But you would just enter in your information kind of depending on the location. This would be a good tool also if you manage multiple properties, but this is really just to get you started on your own personal property and get it into electronic version in the cloud. Your rental property, your vehicles, the lien holder, the insurance information. And some people have, RVs and boats and so forth. And, where is all the paperwork and how is it managed? Mineral leases, key document location, business document locator. This was my big one for this year of really being able to add in all the business contact information and taxes and so forth, the corporate, the LLC, the EIN, all that kind of thing that my husband needs to know about for my business. Credit accounts, banking, financial accounts, the people that I use frequently, okay, the attorney, if you have a financial advisor, an accountant, and then it goes into multiple tabs for the medical. So you can add, you may have your medical information in the cloud, but you have to be able to access it. And then there is a page for each family member, so you can enter in all of their information. And then finally, employment and other contact information. Just moving this just a little bit. And then I added the pet information because I realized, gosh, what's going to happen if we're out of town, or we need to know when our the special needs are, or what is their location of their records or their microchip information. So trying to get it consolidated in. So literally, if, for example, I have to go take care of my in-laws again, I can manage my own home remotely. So great tool. I hope you find it of value. If you want to, certainly you can create your own, but if you don't want to go through that whole thing, they're $2.95 on my website. I don't think you can get much more reasonable than that on a download that you can start today and start organizing your household. So I wish you the best. Thanks so much for joining me, and good luck in managing your personal household inventory.